The Ivan Toney transfer saga of 2024 has everything a football fan could want: high stakes, multiple twists, and a healthy dose of suspense. After setting the Premier League alight with his performances for Brentford, Toney has become the center of a transfer storm, attracting attention from Premier League giants and clubs in the Saudi Pro League. With just days left in the summer transfer window, the clock is ticking and the tension is rising. Brentford's reluctant hero, Toney's journey to stardom. Ivan Toney's story is one for the ages, a tale of perseverance, grit, and undeniable talent. After bouncing around the lower leagues and struggling to find his footing early in his career, Toney finally broke through at Brentford. His ability to score goals from almost any position on the pitch, coupled with his leadership qualities, made him the centerpiece of Brentford's rise in the Premier League. With 72 goals in 141 appearances, Toney became more than just a star for the Bees. He became a symbol of their success. Yet, this very success has also put Brentford in a difficult spot. They know that holding on to Toney may be impossible, especially with his contract running down. But letting him go will be a bitter pill to swallow for a club that has thrived with him leading the line. The bidding war. Premier League giants circle. The interest in Toney isn't just a casual glance from Premier League giants, it's a full-on bidding war. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham Hotspur are all circling like sharks, eager to snap up Brentford's talisman. Yet, despite their interest, none of these clubs have been willing to meet Brentford's €70 million valuation. It's a classic game of brinksmanship, with each club hoping that Brentford will blink first. But Brentford knows they have something special in Toney, and they're not going to let him go for less than they believe he's worth. The real question is, will one of these Premier League powerhouses make a move before the transfer window slams shut, or will they be content to wait until next summer, when Toney could be available for free? Saudi Pro League. A tempting offer from Al Ahly. While Premier League clubs are playing it cool, the Saudi Pro League has made its intentions clear. They want Ivan Toney, and they're willing to pay big money to get him. Al Ahly, one of the top clubs in Saudi Arabia, has reportedly offered Toney a staggering €54 million contract over 3 years. That's €350,000 per week, a life-changing amount of money for any player. But for Toney, this offer represents more than just financial security. It's a chance to be part of the Saudi Pro League's ambitious project to elevate the league's global profile. However, despite the lure of such a lucrative deal, Toney remains focused on competing at the highest level in Europe, which could keep him from accepting this offer, at least for now. Staying put, Toney's willingness to wait. In an unexpected twist, Toney has indicated that he might be willing to stay at Brentford until his contract expires in 2025, leaving on a free transfer. This decision would allow him to cash in on an even bigger payday next summer, possibly with a top European club. It's a bold move, but one that could pay off handsomely if he continues to perform at his current level. Of course, staying at Brentford comes with its own risks. Injuries, loss of form, or a change in the football landscape could all impact his value next summer. But for now, Toney seems content to bide his time, knowing that he holds the cards in this transfer saga. The Brentford dilemma: to sell or not to sell. Brentford's management is facing a dilemma of epic proportions. On one hand, selling Toney now would bring in a significant transfer fee that could be reinvested in the squad. On the other hand, keeping Toney for one more season could help the club maintain its place in the Premier League and continue its upward trajectory. It's a classic case of short-term gain versus long-term success. Manager Thomas Frank has made it clear that he would love to keep Toney at the club, but he also knows that the decision may ultimately be out of his hands. Brentford's owners are pragmatic, and if the right offer comes in, they may have no choice but to let their star player go. Arsenal's missed opportunity. Arsenal's pursuit of Ivan Toney has been one of the more intriguing subplots in this transfer saga. The Gunners, who have been in the market for a striker to complement their attack, were heavily linked with Toney throughout the summer. Yet, despite all the rumors, Arsenal has yet to make a formal bid. It's a curious decision, especially considering Toney's proven track record in the Premier League and his ability to provide consistent goal-scoring threat. In a league where every point counts, missing out on a player of Toney's caliber could prove costly for Arsenal, who are seeking to challenge for the top 4. With the likes of Manchester United and Chelsea also interested, Arsenal may have missed their chance to secure one of the league's top strikers. Whether they regret this decision remains to be seen. But for now, the Gunners appear to be focusing their attention elsewhere, possibly eyeing alternative targets or prioritizing other areas of the squad. Manchester United's striker search continues. Manchester United's search for a top-class striker has been one of the defining stories of this transfer window. With the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo and ongoing injury concerns surrounding other forwards, the Red Devils are in desperate need of firepower up front. Ivan Toney, with his blend of pace, power, and finishing ability, seems like the perfect fit for United's system, offering the kind of clinical finishing that has often been missing from their attack. However, United's transfer strategy has been somewhat erratic this summer, with the club also linked to midfielders and defenders, creating uncertainty over their priorities. Their inability to focus on a specific target could be a reflection of deeper problems within the club's management. As a result, their pursuit of Toney has taken a back seat, and they have yet to make a decisive move. But with the transfer deadline fast approaching, United may be forced to act quickly if they want to secure his signature or risk missing out on a player who could elevate their attack to new heights. Chelsea's contract chaos. Chelsea's summer transfer window has been a roller coaster ride, and their pursuit of Ivan Toney is no exception. Despite being linked with the striker, the Blues have been hesitant to meet Brentford's asking price, partly due to their ongoing struggles with contract management. Chelsea currently has several players on long-term contracts, which has complicated their ability to bring in new signings. Add to that their recent spending spree, and it's clear that Chelsea needs to offload some players before making a serious move for Toney. Whether they can get their house in order before the transfer window closes remains to be seen. But for now, their pursuit of Toney hangs in the balance. The final days. Will Toney stay or go? As the transfer window draws to a close, the clock is ticking on Ivan Toney's future. Will he stay at Brentford and see out the final year of his contract? Or will one of the Premier League giants make a late move to secure his services? And what about the Saudi Pro League? Could their lucrative offer be too tempting to turn down? The next few days will be crucial in determining where Toney ends up. Whatever happens, this transfer saga has captivated football fans around the world, and the final chapter is sure to be just as dramatic as everything that has come before it. The verdict: a saga for the ages. The Ivan Toney transfer saga of 2024 will be remembered as one of the most intriguing stories in recent football history. It has all the elements of a classic drama: high stakes, multiple suitors, and a player caught between loyalty and ambition. Whether Toney stays at Brentford or makes a big money move to a Premier League giant or Saudi Arabia, his future will have a major impact on the football landscape. As fans, all we can do is sit back, watch, and enjoy the show. One thing is for sure: this saga is far from over, and the final twist could be the most surprising of all. And there you have it, the Ivan Toney transfer saga in all its suspense-filled glory. Whether he ends up lighting up the Premier League or taking on a new adventure in Saudi Arabia, one thing's for sure: we're in for a wild finish. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want more football drama, breakdowns, and maybe a few laughs along the way, make sure to subscribe.